Good morning, everybody.
And welcome back. We're up very early this morning. It's a bit nippy.
Oh, it's freezing. It's about 5 degrees. But we've got a long day today. Today we're going to be concentrating our exploring to start with at the Parque Louisa. We are, of course, in Seville. And the big one,
Plaza de España.
Yes, can't wait. Can't wait. Yesterday we covered a lot of ground in Seville, didn't we? If you haven't seen that video, check back after this one and have a look at that. So today, first video is going to be concentrating on that area. Then we're going to be doing a sunset video later as well. We've got the boys with us, of course. They were absolutely shattered after yesterday.
They slept very, very well.
They slept very, very well. They did get carried back after walking. We must have done 10k yesterday, so they did get carried back in some interesting accessories that we were trying out, which I'll show you some pictures of.
But to be fair, they didn't stay in them long, and I think they just needed that little bit of a break before they kicked off to the end, didn't they? Yeah, just a little bit of a boost. So hopefully they're going to be all right today. So enjoy the day with us, guys. Let's go check out the Parque Louisa and the Plaza de España. Ready, boys? Yes. Ready, Hulky? So here we go, entering into the park. So this park's absolutely massive. It was originally Royal Gardens, private, not a public park. And it was gifted to the city in 1893, and then it became public gardens in time for the 1929 Ibero-American Expo. And of all corners you were going to see just quirky, interesting little areas like this popping up all over the place. Yeah, it is absolutely massive, this park. There's 127 things sort of points of interest on this map here. Obviously we are not going to get down around all of them. We're going to just make our way wandering. Obviously the big one is the Plaza de España, but there's loads of little plazas here and just interesting monuments, and there's all sorts of stuff going in this park. I can see us getting lost again today. Yeah, I think we've already got lost.
It's massive, this park, isn't it?
It's that big, it's got a main road going through it that we've got to cross now.
Yeah, this is the biggest park in Seville and the most famous. It's absolutely huge.
So we probably won't see what we came to see, but we're going to see some interesting stuff.
We will. We'll have a wander and just see what happens in it.
Yeah.
Wow, everything in Seville has just got such a feeling of...
It's that proper tourist thing where you just walk around like this.
I've been walking around with my mouth open like that for the last 24 hours, just non-stop. Everything's just mind-blowing. It really is. There's most sort of normal buildings and they don't mean anything really, but the architecture on them is just like, wow. It is absolutely an incredible city. We're in the public park now, which I just said it used to be a royal garden, but it still feels like you're walking around a royal garden.
Oh, definitely.
Doesn't it? It's got like a real grandeur feeling to it. It is stunning. So this is Plaza de Americas, and this is one of the lesser known plazas in this park. Would you believe it? Yeah, Absolutely beautiful, and all of the buildings use a different architectural style. So one side of the plaza, you've got the Archaeological Museum, which is currently having a lot of work done.
Which is a shame because it looks really beautiful.
Yeah, it still looks, I mean, the tops of it, you can still see it's a pretty building, but yeah, they're just doing maintenance work by the looks of it. Then right at the end of this plaza, you've got the Pabellon Real. Again, another just super impressive building. Then over the other side you've got this huge, spectacular one, which is the Museo de Artes y Costumbres Populares, which I would imagine is like performing arts, I think. Something similar to that. I think Bertie's impressed with that one, aren't you, mate? Beautiful park, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning green space.
So much to look at.
Yeah, again, everywhere you turn your head, there's something else that makes you go, wow. The Seville definitely has got the wow factor for me. One of the most impressive cities I've ever been to. How about you?
Yeah, it's like I said before, it's like one of them places you just walk around with your mouth open, just like looking, trying to take it all in.
Yeah, it's bucket list. It was on my bucket list, very high up on my bucket list, and it has definitely lived up to my expectations. And we haven't even seen like the main bit yet, the Plaza de España. Not even got there yet. Not just a pretty park either, it's obviously very necessary for this city to have such a big green space, and this is just one of them, one of the parks. One of the hottest cities in Europe. You wouldn't think it today, like, because we're all layered up, and it started off at 5 degrees this morning, but this is January. Come summer, it's not unusual for it to get up to into the 40s for quite a big part of the summer. So these green spaces provide a lot of much needed shade for the locals and the tourists that are visiting. There's Duck Lake, I think. Duck Lake. There's some big scary ducks them, aren't they? Well done, Bertie, for not trying to eat them. Had a little look, didn't you? They're bigger than you though, mate, aren't they? Bigger than you, them ones. You can just see the South Tower coming into view now. And at the Plaza de España, there's a North Tower and a South Tower at bookends, sort of bookends of the architectural curve building that there is. And we keep seeing them popping up over the skyline, and now we're getting close. So let's make our way onwards to Plaza de España. Are you ready, Hulky? Are you ready? Wow. Oh, just look at the detail on everything. Wow, the detail.
Amazing.
On everything, every brick, every tile. It's wow, serious.
Seriously impressive.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. I really don't. We're going to take a closer look around the curved part. Apparently, every Spanish province is represented on a tile. So we're going to have a look for where we live, Alicante. So these are all the tiles around the edge which represent the different provinces of España. They're in alphabetical order, so ours is not going to be that hard to find. Here is Valencia coming up, our neighbours of course. It is absolutely beautiful. I can't believe I'm walking around this. I've seen so many pictures of this place, so many videos. This is iconic Seville, and I'm actually getting to walk around with it. For me, this is a dream come true right now. Absolute dream come true. Do you know what? I'm so glad that we've done this in winter as well.
Can you imagine how busy it'd be?
Crazy busy.
It's early.
Yeah, it's not even 10 o'clock in the morning yet, and there's loads of people having their photos done and having a wander. So in summer, yeah, far too busy for us. So I'm so glad that we've done it in winter. In January, less crowds, and it's just beautiful, isn't it?
It is breathtaking.
Really is.
Entre dudas y temores pasan y pasan los días, entre dudas y temores pasan y pasan los días, pasan y pasan los días, yo esperando tus amores, tú soñando con ser mío, yo esperando tus amores, tú soñando con ser mío. Ya hemos hecho los dos, porque nos ponemos pena, ya hemos hecho los dos, para sufrir de esta manera, la soledad de amores.
That is so cool. That's the second street flamenco performance I've seen, and I absolutely love it. Just buzz off it. We're not going to get to go to a proper flamenco show, obviously, because we've got the boys with us, but seeing that in the street for me is way cooler. Love it. Making our way around to the North Tower now, and Alicante, the tile for Alicante has got to be up this end. Got to be near the start, hasn't it? I'm not sure if it's the first one. No, Albacete. Is Albacete a province? That would be before Alicante. Not sure what other provinces begin with A. I'm pretty good with the regions, but I don't know all the provinces. There is Alicante. We've got Almeria after, and we have got Albacete before, and there's two more before as well, which we'll have a look at in a second. So the other two in front of Alicante are Alava and, in fact, no, just one. This isn't a province tile, this is just the starting piece. So yeah, we have Alava, Albacete, and then Alicante, and then Almeria. So you know, yesterday when we were walking around the basilica, looking at the basilica, and it was like every angle that you looked at it, you saw something different, didn't you?
That's exactly the same here.
Yeah, every angle
Just
is,
don't know where to look.
Is wow. It's unbelievable. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed having a look round this part of Seville with us, just as much as we have.
Yeah, it's been amazing. It's been breathtaking.
Really has.
So much to see. The architecture's unbelievable.
It really is. Another wow day for us. Hope you'll enjoy the next video as well. It's going to be completely different again. That's going to be Seville at sunset. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, click subscribe. Give us a big thumbs up if you've enjoyed this video, and we'll see you on the next episode of
Where to next?
See you then, guys.